Saiz, who's with Reframe to Reform, and looking at criminal justice reform and providing a better understanding of humanistic issues affecting individuals. So, your show.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out and for letting me speak tonight. I greatly appreciate it. So, as he mentioned, my name is Callie Saiz. I am the founder of Reframe to Reform, which is a local nonprofit that I'm going to share a little bit about with you. So, kind of going back, I wanted to kind of share some insights on our logo and where that kind of originated from. So, in Reframe to Reform, we have this concept of that mirror image, and you can see that in the two R's. So when we reflect and pause, it allows us to kind of grow and kind of aspire to be more, and we get to see that in the work we get to do at Reframe to Reform. So at any one time, nearly 6.9 million people are on probation, in jail, in prison, or in some type of custody in the United States. That's at any point in time. So recognizing that each year more than 600,000 individuals are released, this is an issue that impacts us all very greatly, and it's something that I'm incredibly passionate about. So our mission originated with the concept of human dignity. So our mission to promote a society where those who face incarceration can be heard, valued, and understood was something that stemmed back to 2022. So I myself founded this organization with myself and 2 other board members. And in 2021, I chose to sell my condo, and I used part of those proceeds to get this off the ground. Most of it was utilized for establishing it and kind of getting the ball rolling. So I have spent over 10 years in the behavioral health sector, and I work with children, family, adults, those struggling with substance use, those re-entering the community. And this problem that impacts us impacts everyone at a different threshold. We can see it in the systems we work in, and when we pause and really think about the impact, we see its ripple effect. So when human suffering is tangible within the systems we work in, we must ask ourselves what can be done. And we look even closer, we see it spans across generations and takes on new forms. As so many of the other presenters pointed out, these are humanistic issues that impact all of us. When we pause and look around us and we see those next to us, we start to feel the impact that the generational cycle can occur. So this is kind of where the whole origin story came from. So our focus is on giving a voice to those directly impacted by the systems and learning from the lived experts themselves about what can be done to promote change and healing. So we are actually in our first campaign on this sector. This is the Awareness Campaign. The intent is we'll move from awareness to exploring and then eventually implementing. When we can listen to those directly involved, we learn so much and we gain so much knowledge that is not always readily available. I myself have worked within these systems and these confines. I've worked within mental health units within the jail system, and I've seen firsthand the inhumane treatment that goes on behind those closed doors that the general public does not see. That's not something that readily goes away once you've witnessed it. It's something that's tapped into my soul, and it's something that reminds me on a daily basis that freedom is not something to be taken for granted, and that we all can learn something from listening. So this bringing awareness component is to the discussions of criminal justice reform and healing in order to promote opportunities for society to reframe how we think about those involved in the criminal justice system. We are encouraging society to see the person as more than just the crime that they have committed. In the last 3 years, in a separate role that I'm blessed to work in, I have had the honor of getting to work alongside people re-entering the community. I can speak on this firsthand of what change looks like and how truly valuable it is when people are heard and when we as a community welcome them. So this pitch allows us to continue promoting awareness and holding space for those who have the knowledge about what needs to change. This is what our primary focus is on this year and what this opportunity will allow us to continue doing. So in 2025, we have launched our first podcast, where we have had incredible guests join us. Speakers such as Elcher Jackson, George Nolan, Donna Ham. These are people directly involved in the systems that we're trying to address awareness in. Some have served sentences, some have worked and fought the odds within those systems. But when we can simply pause and hear the messages they can share based on their lived experience and knowledge, we have so much we can gain. Another movement and purpose we're focused on this year is our Awareness Campaign and Gala. This is coming up October 23rd, and it's something where it's going to get to be an interactive event where we will hold the community together and connect over those issues and get to start to understand what challenges people face. For example, common challenges might look like you just got released from prison and you have no home to go to. You don't know how to get those healthcare benefits. You don't know how to connect to resources. And there's so much stigma and bias that is weighing on your shoulders, you don't know how to ask. So being able to say, hey, we're here, we're listening, and we're willing to hear what you need and then offer that connection is important. So this is a little bit about that campaign and gala, as I mentioned. We would love to see anyone out there supporting it and anyone that wants to get involved in the mission. As I've discussed, this is kind of a roots up project. Myself and 2 other board members are still the ones running it. And it's something that I think is critical and important for us to recognize. These are our neighbors. These are our community members. How we treat them, both behind bars and in front of us, says a lot about our character and what we're willing to do for those in need. Whether we treat them with bias and stigma, or we stand alongside them and say, let me listen to what I need to learn, and let them be the teacher, that's the opportunity at hand. Thank you so much.
And another round of applause. That's great. Just want to say, I sit on the board of a local justice nonprofit, Abolish Private Prisons, and so we're doing a lot of prison reform, and so it's great to see you there.